So usually it's a seller who pays both. So let's say.
What do you mean by both?
Okay, so now in each transaction has a seller broker and buyer's broker.
There's this question that often comes, I think, for brokers. How do you guys get paid? Like,
Okay, this is very confusing question because people they don't understand how the process. Okay, so usually it's a seller who pays both. So let's say.
what do you mean by both?
Okay, so now in each transaction has a seller broker and buyer's broker.
Yes.
Okay, seller pays both. So let's say I'm going now for seller. I will be a listing broker. So I will ask for 4% or 5%. 4%, let's say. So 4%, it's not only for me. It's 2 for me and 2 for buyer's broker. So what will happen now? We close a transaction. Notary will give us a money. 2 here and 2 here. So let's say I am alone. I'm a listing broker, and the buyer doesn't. There has no broker. So I'm going to represent him. I will get a 4%. So because some clients they think like if I go alone direct, so I will save 2% is this from my broker as a buyer. No, it doesn't work like this because by law doesn't allow to do that, because if you do that, it means you deprive other brokers from their work, from their protection. Okay,
I understand.
so seller will pay 4% if for one person, for two person, for 1,000 person, doesn't matter. 4, it means
Okay.
it doesn't mean 4. I'm use like example.
Yes.
Some people they take more, some people they take less, but usually it's 4%.
So 4%, that would mean if the property is worth $1 million, then it would be $40,000 commission.
Yeah.
I mean, if the property has been sold for $1 million, then the seller would pay $40,000
But
to
4% only when a transaction closed.
Yeah, when it closes.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work because
Exactly.
if I'm a listing broker, I was talking that last week with a client. So I said I am going to hire photographer to make a photo, to make sometimes we use 3D vertical photo, vertical video. So it costs a lot of money. I'm not going to get my phone and they give some photo or whatever, any camera. No, I will hire a crew. So we get this property for, let's say, like 4 or 5 hours minimum, sometimes one day, to get photos, professional photo. So I will pay this from my pocket. Also, sometimes I do like, it's not sometimes usually, but sometimes it depends on how much you make budget for marketing. So let's say I do that, and after expire listing didn't get any offer and expired, I'm not going to charge you. Law doesn't allow me to charge you.
So if I understand correctly, you only get paid once a property sells.
Once, transaction closed.
Okay. So basically you get your commission once the transaction closes, and if there's 2 brokers involved in the transaction, you split the commission in half.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. Okay, that makes sense.
It's not in half. Sometimes some listing broker ask for 5%, 3 and 2. Sometimes ask for 4%, like, but 3 and 1. This is negotiation.
Yeah.
There is no rules for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
They just figure it out between each other, basically.
Yeah, this one, it's a negotiation between listing broker and the seller.
Okay, I understand. Yeah. Okay.